Some people might be wondering, why Touhou? What do I get out of getting into Touhou, and why should I bother ever giving it a chance? Well, sit back, everybody. I'm about to explain to you why Touhou Project has the best appeal and the best experiences of any fandom. Firstly, again, I've touched upon this in a past video, but Zun's copyright whole thing is very loose. If you're an artist and you need a foothold, nothing is stopping you from making a Touhou video game, Touhou manga, Touhou shoots and ladders, and just saying this is a fan-made product. As long as you don't claim the characters as your own, you can just say this is a doujin game, and you can get paid for it. So that's an appealing prospect of Touhou right there. It'll help you get started as an artist. A lot of artists started that way. Toby Fox, he didn't really do any Touhou fan content, but he did start that way. The person who made Yumikoi Mary started it with Touhou too. Pop Team Epic, also Touhou. That's how you can get your start. But it goes so much further than that. Not only is it's all easy to get around, but the fans themselves are some of the most toxic degenerates ever. Yes, I'm calling myself a toxic degenerate. What I'm saying is, while they have the capacity to be wholesome, they choose to be toxic most of the time, but not in the bad toxic way. Not in the, oh, I hate these people. In the, oh, you guys are kind of awesome and unhinged. Like, if you want to be somewhere where you can just have fun and not care, Touhou Project is the way to go. The memes these people make is absolutely insane. So if you miss old internet culture, come on down to Touhou, because we never let it go. You want to know why? Because Gensokyo is where the forgotten goes. So if the rest of the internet forgets, don't forget Touhou to forget, because we'll always remember. Always and forever. We remember the 5-star system on YouTube. Do you remember 5 stars, kiddies? No? Well, we do. Mostly because we're old as hell, and most Touhou fans aren't that young. And if they are that young, what are you doing on my channel? I'm too much of a degenerate for you. You might want to leave. But I digress. Another appeal of Touhou, if you will, and this may surprise you, but the greatest appeal of Touhou is that we don't gatekeep. A lot of fandoms, they gatekeep, right? They go, oh, we don't want newbies here. We want newbies. We want to haze you. We want to torture you. We want to bombard you with all the lore and all the fan content and all the games and be like, this is why this character does this and this character does the hopscotch hoodly doodly boodly. So basically, if you are a Touhou fan, you're going to want to interact with new people, because you can only tell your friend how much you like the color of Chirino's hair, like, so many times. Like, you gotta find someone else to talk about Chirino with. So, new fans, utterly welcome, and even if you make a mistake, like, God forbid you call Touhou an anime, we'll probably forgive you if you show genuine interest in the product. So, we are a very welcoming community, and if you run into a Touhou fan who tries to gatekeep, they're not one of us, and they belong in the depths of hell with Shinky, okay? Or Acacia, whichever one's available. Because technically Shinky's in charge of Makai and not Hell. It's a whole thing. We'll go into that in a different video. I digress. What I'm saying is, we like new fans, and we're always welcoming, and we're degenerates and toxic in the good way. It's good to make content. There's so much content for you to consume, you'll never be bored. Like, seriously, you will never, ever be bored being a Touhou fan, because let's say you read a manga. Well, guess what? There's a million more to read. You'll never get bored. Finish a game. There's a bajillion more. Watch a fan anime. Well, guess what? There's more. I listened to this playlist of songs for the last 3 weeks. I guess I'm done. No, there's more. So, always remember, there's always gonna be more. You'll never run out of content. I've been a fan of Touhou for over 10 years. I still haven't seen all this series has to offer. It is absolutely mind-boggling just how much content Touhou has. So, in short, you'll never run out of content. You'll never run out of people to talk about Touhou with. Once again, the fandom, that is. If you're a Touhou fan and you're not mingling with the actual fandom, good luck. Because not only will no one know what the fuck you're talking about, you'll feel lonely because you'll be like, I don't have anyone to share my memes with. They don't get it. So that is another reason why this channel is here, to be a gathering place for Touhou fans. Yes, other Touhou channels exist on YouTube, and they're all amazing. But there can always be more. Always more, because it is so underrated. It is like the most underrated popular series. Made a video on that too, that there is out there. So that is one of the greatest appeals. And here's the other appeal. YouTube copyright system can't touch you. That's true. Unless like Dojin Circle wants you to take down their work, which is understandable, you'll be fine. Which is, again, another incentive to create things using Touhou. Because you don't have to worry about some random fiduciary fella coming along and saying, you know what, I don't want you to have that content. Because Zune would never do that, because Zune is absolutely amazing. I mean, he could stand to be a bit better with his lore, but that's why the fans are amazing. So yes, I think I've pretty much painted a good picture as to why Touhou is one of the most appealing fan bases out there. Wait, what's that? What's that I hear? You're not convinced yet? Well, allow me to go into the next spiel I've got prepared for you. And that is a niche. Now, you might be confused. You're like, Remy, what do you mean by a niche? Well, it's a niche because not many other people are, well, let's say they're not into it. So, what I'm saying is, while we're huge, and no one knows about us, unfortunately, it is a place where you can, unfortunately, run into YouTubers who don't know what they're talking about because I got derailed like I'm goddamn Cherno. I had a whole thing there, and it's gone. I've forgotten it. There's no script here, by the way. It's unfiltered. I'm just talking to you. So yeah, if you're into scatterbrained idiots, that's another reason to stick around. I think my accent has changed like 16 times. What's going on? Yes. But yes. Never-ending amusement and content. So if this tickles your toodly-doos, then come on down into Touhou land. You'll find amazing content like this. And don't worry, you'll never find Mr. Beast-like content. You'll never see one of my videos start, today I got 1,000,000 Fumos and I'm gonna chuck them off a cliff to see their durability. You'll never see that. What you get is right here, me chatting with you behind a cute VTuber model. Why? Because what kind of self-respecting Touhou fan uses a male model, huh? None. We are the ones who, no matter how hairy and manly we are, we're gonna cosplay as a Touhou character, because there ain't no shame or judging here. We are, in an ironic way, one of the most progressive fandoms in that sense. So, again, that's another reason to stop on by. So yes, that's all I have to say. I hope I managed to, if you're not a Touhou fan, I hope I managed to convince you to maybe give it a shot. Give the whole Touhou experience, you know, a thing. My mind brain isn't working right now, unfortunately, but whatever. Anyways, if you're here and you're interested in more content, let me know. Tell me what you want to see next. What the frick just came on my playlist? These 8-bit Touhou remixes are wild. Anyways, until next time, my fanmaids, and people who may not be subscribed, I will be seeing you in the next video. Oh god, I ramble too much. Bye-bye!